Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how the Chicago Bulls are expected to cut Marko Simonovic. Also later in today's video, talking about the whole Andre Drummond situation. And then after that, talking about Patrick Beverley hinting at a possible return with the Chicago Bulls and how there has been some rumors of the Bulls and Pat Bev having talks about bringing him back. But before I jump into today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Also leave a quick like below today's video. Takes a second and helps me out a lot, and leave some comments and questions below today's video about all the topics I'm about to talk about and jump into, and what you guys and what free agents you guys want the Bulls to target in this upcoming off season. Now, when this video does go live, I expect it to go live at about 9 a.m. Free agency does start at 5 p.m. Central Time. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on if the Bulls make any moves. But before I jump into the whole Marko Simonovic situation, I wanted to talk about the whole situation with Vuce. Now, Vuce did re-sign with the Bulls just the other day. You know, the Bulls and Vuce did agree to an extension. It is a fully guaranteed 3-year, $60 million deal with no options. And for Vuce's first season, he will be making $18.5 million, then $20 million, then $21.5 million. I think this is a steal for the Chicago Bulls. I know this is going to make some Bulls fans angry, but given how much the salary cap continues to go up year after year, and getting Vuce back for only about $20 million per season, that's a hell of a steal in my eyes. Leave your thoughts and opinions below today's video about the Bulls bringing back Vuce. But anyways, let's continue into today's video and jump into the first topic. And let me just give a shout out to Bleacher Nation Bulls. They did put out this tweet about Marko Simonovic, and they were also talking about key dates for the Chicago Bulls in this upcoming offseason. And Bleacher Nation Bulls did say, by the way, the Marko Simonovic experiment might finally be coming to an end soon. The Bulls must decide by July 7th if they want to guarantee the third year of his contract. And let's just say the Bulls do cut him like I do expect him to. The Bulls will be saving about $2 million. And despite him being on this Bulls team for 2 years now, he's only played in 16 games. And let's be honest, those 16 games have pretty much all been garbage time minutes. Now, with that being said, July 7th is right around the corner, and given the recent moves of the Chicago Bulls, it does seem like they plan to run this team back for this upcoming season. And if this Bulls team wants to save about $2 million and try and make a run at a shooter, it's an easy option to cut Marko. I mean, Marko was the 44th overall draft pick back in the 2020 NBA draft, and considering he's only played in 16 total games during his 2 full seasons with the Bulls, he also has not played more than a total of 55 minutes on the floor. The Bulls would honestly be very silly to guarantee that final year. The Bulls don't have time for projects right now, especially with this front office wanting to win now. Honestly, I do expect the Bulls to cut and move on from Marko. Saving an easy $2 million and then trying to make a run at a shooter just makes more sense right now, especially with this Bulls front office wanting to add shooters and win now. Definitely leave some comments and questions below today's video if you guys do expect the Bulls to cut Marko in this upcoming offseason. And the next topic in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Andre Drummond situation and all the rumors surrounding him and the Dallas Mavericks just yesterday. Now, as of right now, according to Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN, Andre Drummond has opted into his $3.4 million player option with the Chicago Bulls for this upcoming season. And that decision does come a little bit as a surprise, as just earlier yesterday, before that whole situation came out, NBA insider Mark Stein did report earlier that day that multiple rival teams were expecting Andre Drummond to turn down his player option and then to sign with the Dallas Mavericks. Now, obviously, that did not happen according to Woj, and I'm very happy that Andre Drummond did decide to come back. Andre Drummond's only 29 years old. He's only making about $3.4 million for this upcoming season. You know, Andre Drummond, when given minutes, this man is a walking double-double. He's only 29 years old. I still can't believe that. And honestly, say Andre Drummond did leave this Chicago Bulls team, I feel like the Bulls could not find a better backup center or just a replacement for only about $3 million. This is great to hear. You know, obviously, he didn't play much this past season, which I still don't don't understand. I mean, he was on a podcast a few weeks back, and he did say he loves Chicago. He was going to accept his player option. So then the rumors that came out about saying how he might turn it down and go to Dallas, I was a little confused, but that also just did happen with Derrick Jones Jr. Also, I like Andre Drummond. I'm happy he's back. He's one of the best backup centers in the NBA, in my opinion, and especially for only $3 million, you can't find a backup center anywhere near the level and the talent and everything he brings off the bench. Honestly, the only concern that I have going into this NBA season is if Billy Donovan is going to give him consistent minutes. Billy Donovan really didn't play him last season. His minutes were kind of all over the place, and I don't understand why. Anytime Drummond got minutes, I felt like he made an instant impact, and he always almost put up a double-double in very limited minutes off the Bulls bench. And now on to the final topic in today's video. With Vooch and Andre Drummond already coming back, it sure does seem like this Bulls team and this Bulls front office do plan to run this whole roster back, and that is not surprising at all. And Patrick Beverley on Twitter for the past few days now has been talking about a return into the Chicago Bulls and hinting at a possible return with the Chicago Bulls. And just the other day, a Bulls fan did tweet at Patrick Beverley on Twitter, and he did tweet out saying, "Can you please re-sign at Pat Bev next?" And Patrick Beverley simply responded with a clock emoji. And with that being said, I wouldn't mind if Patrick Beverley does come back. I mean, obviously, if you look at the Bulls' numbers and stats and records, when he did sign with the Chicago Bulls after that buyout market, he made this Bulls team, and especially Zach LaVine, much better. But at the end of the day, I really don't want this Bulls team to just run this roster back, even though it sure does seem like that's exactly what's going to happen. Now, I am a big fan of Patrick Beverley's game and what he did bring to this Bulls roster and what he would bring for this upcoming season, but I just don't want the Bulls to go out there and break the bank for him. I mean, a report came out back in April that Pat Beverley expects to make $13 to $15 million per season on his new deal. That's just way too much money to give, in my opinion. I mean, Pat Bev, he's 34 years old. By the start of next season, he's going to be 35, and let's be honest, he's not, I'd say, great at anything. I mean, he is a very good veteran, a good lead point guard that obviously can make this team better and help out a locker room, but I just don't want the Bulls to overpay for him. And then after all those reports did come out, per Casey Johnson, he did report saying that the Bulls are in talks with Patrick Beverley about a possible return to this team. Now, like I have said this whole video, it's not shocking at all. It really does seem like this Bulls front office is going to run this roster back and maybe only add one or two shooters. I don't know. I don't really know what to say. It's not shocking. It's kind of disappointing, but no matter what, I'm still excited for this upcoming offseason. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on any moves or trades this Bulls team does make. But no matter what, leave your thoughts and opinions below today's video about all the topics and updates I did talk about and break down in today's video. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. Have a good one.